Alrighty, hey, it's Tony here, Random Adventures 2.0. All right, when we left yesterday's episode, I had just found out that I'm going home on Wednesday, so that would be tomorrow. So that's pretty exciting and also a little anxious. I don't get very anxious about a lot of things, but just some of my thoughts that I have about going home is I'm not going to have the same. You kind of get a little dependent on the staff that you have. And everybody I've been working with is great. And we're going to see James a little bit later today. We're going to sit down and hopefully get a chance to talk to him about some of the occupational therapy that we're doing. But some of my cautions with going home is I don't have a bathroom on the first floor. I've got to go down steps and upstairs. So we've been working on stairs. So unfortunately, the way that insurance works is once you can get yourself kind of cared for, we kind of let you go, right? However, it's the finer motor skills. Like I can probably get around in my house, but I won't be. James and I are working on not lifting that shoulder, but I can't turn or I'm starting to get this motion down. So even pulling things apart, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. I mean, I can do other ways, but I don't want to do other ways. I want to do it the way it's supposed to be. I mean, I may have to compromise a little bit on some things, but I don't want to have to, right? So, because that'll kind of slow my recovery down. Now it is, I think, day 19, which is pretty amazing in itself. But some of the just hesitancy is I am going to have in-home therapy, occupational, and I believe physical therapy for 2 weeks. And then I'll change to outpatient. Now, I drive, right? But I'm unable to drive right now. So once getting back and forth the appointments is going to be a little bit of a challenge. But my wife works as an LPN, so her schedule and going to those appointments is going to be a little difficult. So we do have some in-home health care coming in for the first 2 weeks. I'll know more as the day goes on. But tomorrow is when we're leaving. And I just really appreciate all of the nurses and the aides, Ange and all those who have really gone above and beyond, and Jen on my care and making sure that my needs were met and so forth. So thank you very much. This has been a great facility as well, and I just can't say enough about it because they're caring for you here, your medical needs. At the same time, you're starting to get a little quicker into the therapy. So everything's right here in the same building, all one floor. So, the journey continues. All right, we'll talk a little bit more a little later on. All right, take care. All right, so hey, Tony, I'm back, and I've got James with me from Occupational Therapy, and some of the things that we've been working on, like you've heard me say, working on the shoulder. James is really focused on helping me to do the proper muscle movements and really pushing me in a good way to do those. So, James, I want to thank you very much for all of that. Some of the things that you want to just say about occupational therapy?
Sure. So the main areas that we focus on are all self-care related. So the main things are bathing, dressing, toileting, those kinds of things. So that's like first and foremost, primary what we work on in the inpatient rehab setting. So when you first come from acute care, that main hospital setting where most of it's like medical based, they're not really so much focused on the recovery process. They're more focused on, are you medically stable? Are you able to tolerate just sitting upright and that kind of stuff? And making sure you're good from that standpoint before you get to the more therapy-based things.
Right.
Then you come down to here where it's a lot different. You're more focused on therapy-related aspects. So with you in particular, your self-care skills were pretty good even from the beginning.
Right.
So we kind of shift focus at that point to more of the fine motor skills and things like that that we're focused on. So the neuromuscular re-education is something that we work on pretty significantly to help to increase your abilities with like the range in your fingers and things like that, so that you can eventually develop those life skills to increase your abilities to function at home. So
Definitely. So how long have you worked in a setting like this?
I've been here 4 years.
4 years. Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
So you see a whole range of aspects.
Yeah.
So would you say that mine has been a little easier or fairly similar?
Well, it depends on what you're talking about, because like from an orthopedic standpoint, like if someone comes in with a hip fracture, it's going to be really different than if someone comes in with a neurological injury. If we're talking solely on your neurological stuff, then you've had a great progression in terms of where you started and then where you've ended up. Just with like putting on shoes alone, you know what I mean? Like you had a really hard time with that initially, and now you can kind of do that. Do that more
Not great,
independently.
but yeah.
Do that more independently,
More
what I mean?
independently.
So
And so the time that I've had here, and so a lot of times I come back and I explain, this is what we did today, and a lot of that is working with James for Occupational. I thought he was going to get me a job because I thought that's what Occupational was. So I learned very quickly it's not that. Because I'm still unemployed. just kidding.
Buy me a coffee.
Right? Buy me a coffee. Hey, there you go. You learn it. Buymeacoffee.com. So can I get you to do the 2.0?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. 2.0. That's part of our therapy.
Yeah.
Ambidextrous.
Yeah.
I got to get this hand going. And shoulder.
Yeah.
Especially since he's sitting here.
Yep.
But yeah, we had a good session today. And I don't know if we'll have one tomorrow before I go, because I go at 2 o'clock. So I'll probably get my schedule later today. James, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Squeeze it.
Yeah.
Didn't put him on his knees this time.
Yeah.
Save that. It's just an interview.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, take care, and we'll talk to you later. All right. Thanks.